You know that device in your pocket? It's not just a piece of glass and metal. It's your key to a hidden world, one built entirely out of code, rules, and, well, risks. So today, we're going to unlock the story of how your phone connects you to the entire planet and what that connection really truly means. I mean, think about it. We use it every single day. But what is actually happening under the glass? To really understand its power, we've got to go back to the very beginning of the mobile revolution. So let's start with the phone itself. It's kind of wild when you realize that in just a few decades, it went from a device for one simple purpose, talking, into the command center for our entire lives. And that evolution, it happened in these huge, distinct leaps. See, each generation wasn't just about making things faster. It totally changed how we lived. 1G, that's when we first cut the cord. Literally, our voices were free from the wall. Then 2G came along and boom, a whole new language was born, texting. 3G was the real game changer. Suddenly, the entire internet was right there in our pockets, making information mobile for the first time. 4G made that connection so fast that entire new economies popped up, powering everything from Netflix to Uber. And now we have 5G, which, it's not just about a faster phone. This is about connecting everything, from smart cities to self-driving cars, almost instantly. Each step was a brand new world. Okay, so you've got all this amazing hardware, but it's just a slick paperweight without the brains of the operation, right? That's where the software comes in, the ghost in the machine that's actually running your digital life. Right at the very heart of your phone is something called the Mobile Operating System, or OS for short. And it really is the brain. It's managing everything from your photos to your battery life. It's that invisible translator that turns your tap on the screen into an actual action. So in the mobile world today, it's pretty much a two-party system. On one side, you've got Google's Android, which is built on an open-source Linux foundation. And on the other, you have Apple's very tightly controlled proprietary iOS. Think about it. Almost every single person with a smartphone is looking at the internet through one of these two windows. It was the OS that really unlocked all these abilities we completely take for granted now. It gave our phones a new way to talk through SMS and MMS. It gave them a sense of direction with GPS. A satellite system that literally puts a map of the entire world in the palm of your hand. Wild. And it gave them an identity with that humble little SIM card, a smart card that anchors you to the whole global network. So, when you send a text or check your map, where does all that happen? It's not really in your phone, is it? It's all happening in what we call cyberspace, a realm without physical borders, built entirely from data flowing between millions of connected systems. It's the invisible landscape where our digital lives now play out. But just like any new frontier, this digital world isn't the Wild West. It's got rules, it's got property rights, and unfortunately, it's definitely got its own brand of outlaws. Okay, so think about this. In a world where you can copy anything with just a click, how do you actually own something? Well, that's where intellectual property laws come into play. They protect things like the code in your apps through patents, the logos you instantly recognize through trademarks, and all the articles you read or music you listen to through copyright. Basically, these are the property deeds of the digital world. And of course, wherever there's something of value, crime is sure to follow. Cybercrime weaponizes the very technology that connects us all, turning phones, computers, and the internet itself into criminal tools. And the thing about these crimes is they're incredibly personal. Identity theft isn't just stealing a password, it's like someone hijacking your digital self. Harassment and impersonation use the anonymity of the web to cause real, actual harm. It's a tough reminder that crimes committed in this virtual world have devastating real-world consequences. So really, it all boils down to this one simple idea. In this digital age, your data isn't just a bunch of ones and zeros. It's your story, it's your identity, and it is absolutely worth protecting. So, how in the world do we deal with all these new challenges? This brings us to our final section, the tools we use and the personal trials we face just trying to survive in this hyper-connected information age. Right, so when a digital crime happens, how do you even begin to track down who did it? Well, we fight back with a whole new kind of detective work called cyber forensics. This is where law enforcement meets computer science. You have experts tracing the digital fingerprints left behind on devices and networks, all to build a case that can actually hold up in a court of law. But the threats aren't just coming from the outside. there's a challenge coming from the device itself. It's this thing called infomania. And you've probably felt it. It's that total, unique exhaustion you get from the constant, never-ending, 24/7 flood of notifications, emails, and news. It's the mental price we're all paying for being perpetually online. So, this whole journey, from a simple phone call to having the entire universe of information right in our pocket, it's given us access to pretty much everything. And all of that leaves us with one last, really big question to think about. In an age of absolutely endless information, is our greatest challenge now just learning how to choose what truly matters?